Our story with Unite platform began with Unite 21.1 in 2021. The new open platform brought together world-leading dental company solutions and labs. Then, in 2023, as part of Unite 23.1, the second generation of 3Shape Unite was introduced, featuring the concept of 3Shape Account. In that version, 3Shape Account became a new single solution for accessing all 3Shape products and platforms. Now, in 2024, we're unveiling the third generation, Unite 24.1. In this version, Unite moves into the cloud. It's now possible to securely store and share your data, as well as get your Unite app licenses in the cloud, accessible from any device. In this version of 3Shape Unite, we introduce a new secure storage solution for your licenses and data, including patient records, cases, files, and settings. This feature allows you to access them from any device registered under your 3Shape account company and facilitates easy data sharing between devices. During the update process, local data from your device will be backed up. Licenses will be transferred from your dongle to the cloud. Your data, patients, cases, files, and settings will be uploaded to the cloud, provided the administrator of your 3Shape account company consents to using cloud storage. Please note, the SQL instance and file storage files will no longer be utilized. Instead, the new cloud storage tool is introduced as a peer-to-peer storage engine with support for local indexing and search of the stored data. We have updated our network connection requirement list for 3Shape Unite 24.1 to include additional exceptions related to cloud storage and cloud licenses. These exceptions are essential components and should be incorporated into any network security system. These two exceptions complement the full list of network requirements for connections, which can be found in our Help Center. For more information, please refer to the link. In 3Shape Unite 24.1, switching from dongle to cloud licenses is mandatory for all users, as Unite 24.1 does not support licenses from dongles. Cloud subscriptions for dongle-free systems require activation by end users using a 16-digit code included in the 3Shape package or subscription purchase. Ownership of subscriptions will reside at the company level within the user's 3Shape account. A new license page will be available in the Unite store for end users to monitor their subscription status, including expiration dates and available seats for each product. Subscription IDs will replace dongle IDs as the identifier for licenses and product purchases. Licenses can be migrated from dongles to the cloud or activated directly as pure cloud licenses. Subscription ownership will be tied to a 3Shape company account, and a stable internet connection is recommended for access to cloud services. In 3Shape Unite 24.1, cloud subscriptions cannot be transferred between end users or devices like with physical dongles. Instead, a user needs to be a member of a company that owns the subscription to access its licenses. A single company can own multiple subscriptions, with all licenses from these subscriptions available to members of that company. Partners can view subscription ownership on the e-commerce portal. Subscription owners can designate usage rights to another company, which is useful for DSO clinics that utilize subscriptions they don't own. In Unite 23.1 and older versions, subscriptions resided within physical dongles. However, in Unite 24.1, all subscriptions are managed within a 3Shape account company. This company holds ownership over a subscription ID which contains all paid licenses. All employees or members of that company have access to licenses within that subscription ID. To work with licenses in Unite 24.1, a company must own a cloud subscription. This involves transferring existing dongle licenses to the cloud or activating a new purely cloud subscription. In 3Shape Unite 24.1, the subscription ID will replace the dongle number as the primary identifier for a set of licenses. Each end user will be associated with their 3Shape account company's subscription ID. This concept is not new, as all dongles and scanners are already programmed to match the subscription ID. A subscription ID can include a set of software licenses, such as for scanners like Trios, and is defined during the order placement process. Previously, a dongle served as the holder of licenses, identifiable by its dongle number. However, with the transition to cloud-based licenses in 3Shape Unite, the subscription ID becomes the primary identifier. In 3Shape Unite 24.1, both the dongle ID and subscription ID will be visible in the e-commerce portal and on documentation such as sales orders and invoices. For dongle-free subscriptions, the subscription ID will be the primary identifier shown. After the release of 3Shape Unite 24.1, subscription ID will take precedence over the dongle ID in both the e-commerce portal and documentation for dongle-free subscriptions. For orders involving dongles, both the dongle ID and subscription ID will be visible, while for dongle-free orders, only the subscription ID will be shown. The new cloud portal solution, Unite Cloud, is a completely new cloud-based, patient-centric software accessible on any device, mobile, tablet, PC, and Mac. Everything you do within Unite instantly becomes available in the new Unite Cloud portal and vice versa, allowing you to always stay up to date on your cases. You can easily attach images, treat cases, track case progress, and communicate with labs. The new cloud portal solution brings several benefits and improvements. Access to patients and cases. All your patients and cases are now visible in the 3Shape Unite Cloud in the Patients tab. This provides centralized access to patient information. Patient management. You can add and delete patients directly within the 3Shape Unite Cloud, streamlining administrative tasks. Attachment of pictures. Easily attach pictures to patient profiles using the 3Shape Unite Cloud mobile application. You can also take pictures with your mobile or tablet and upload them directly to the case with just one click. Push email notifications. Stay updated on case progress by enabling push and email notifications. Lab connection management. Gain a new view of your lab connections and connect with labs seamlessly. Access the 3Shape Unite store directly from the cloud to manage lab connections, search for new lab partners, and review current connections. Secure communication. Unlike many existing messaging applications, 3Shape Unite Cloud meets the comprehensive requirements outlined by HIPAA and GDPR, ensuring patient information remains confidential and secure. Communicate with your lab safely and securely.
The new Unite Cloud enables not only great clinic-to-lab collaboration and data synchronization between Unite on desktop and the Unite Cloud app, it also gives you freedom to access your patients' and cases data wherever you are, even outside the clinic. In this video, we'll show you how to utilize it. To benefit from Unite Cloud, you need to be on the Unite version 24.1 and have created a 3Shape account. When working in Unite, a new icon representing the synchronization status with the cloud will be placed in different sections throughout the software. Perform your usual routine of creating an order and scanning your patient in Unite. Any of these steps will simultaneously be synchronized with the cloud. This will be indicated by a cloud icon appearing next to your case in the overview. From now on, you have the freedom to access the cases in Unite Cloud, even if you haven't finished your work. If you need to interact with the case, you can still access it anytime by logging in to the Cloud app on any other device. Unite Cloud has the exact same case overview feature as you know from Unite on desktop, and case details are synchronized one-to-one. Select the Messages tab to communicate with the lab, get updates on the case status, or upload pictures directly from your device via the chat feature. You can review the pictures or files that you sent to the lab in the Files tab. Speaking of reviewing, the app includes a Cases section where you'll see an overview of your ongoing cases and their statuses. You can always go back and explore the main menu in the app. You'll be able to browse through sections such as Home, Patients, and Cases, which we've already covered earlier. From here, it's also possible to create, edit, or delete a patient. And all changes will synchronize with the Unite on desktop version. One of the useful application sections to explore is Settings, where you can personalize your Unite Cloud app by choosing a default language and regional formatting, as well as decide whether or not you wish to receive emails or push notifications. Bear in mind that the push notifications are only available on mobile apps and are device-specific. Furthermore, this section also includes Unite Store connections, which you'll only see when viewing Unite Cloud on desktop devices. You'll notice that whenever you jump back into the desktop version of Unite, all the actions you've taken on the case will already be synchronized.
In the 3Shape Unite store, you will discover a new section called Lab Connections. My Connections tab provides a comprehensive overview of your active and pending lab connections, enabling you to take the following actions. Remove a connection. Click the Disconnect button to remove a connection with the lab. Cancel a connection request. Click the Cancel Request button to cancel a connection request. Connect with a lab. Click the Add Connection button to connect with a lab. You can search for a lab using their name, address, email address, or phone number. Once your lab connection request is approved, you will receive a notification. In the new Unite Cloud portal, basic connections will be managed from the Unite store. The 3Shape Communicate service, which facilitates case sharing between practices, labs, and manufacturing centers, remains unchanged. The process of finding and connecting to a lab will remain the same in the backend, ensuring end users have a consistent experience using the Unite store. Cases sent to the lab will be visible, as well as cases created but not yet sent. All Unite information, including cases and patients, will be synchronized with the new web portal and mobile application, regardless of whether they were sent or just created and scanned. Existing connections and integrations available in 3Shape Communicate will seamlessly transition to Unite 24.1 and the new Unite Cloud portal without requiring additional steps. Handling of sending issues will follow standard procedures. Users can copy and send cases, ensure lab connections are accepted, verify internet connection availability, and address any network blockers. Additionally, users can test synchronization with the 3Shape Communicate service from the Users page. To update to Unite 24.1, follow these steps. First, you'll receive a notification indicating that the Unite 24.1 update is available. This may be accompanied by a pre-update warning or block. Next, we'll check for any blockers and address them accordingly. After ensuring there are no blockers, the system will automatically back up all Unite information. This step is crucial for completing the upgrade. If there isn't enough space in the default backup location, you'll be prompted to select a customized location. Once the backup is complete, the update process will commence. After the update, you'll need to sign in with your account. Remember, the user with administrator role within the company must sign in first. They'll need to accept consent, and then the transfer of licenses from dongle to cloud will occur automatically. Following the license transfer, the system will migrate patient and settings data to the cloud. Once this migration is finished, you'll enter Unite and be presented with a new info box. From this point onward, you'll have access to all Unite features and can create new cases and scan them. Finally, the old cases will be uploaded to the cloud. This is done last because cases are the largest files to upload. They'll be uploaded in the background, allowing you to continue scanning new cases and patients without interruption. During the installation process, blockers may occur, indicating that a prerequisite for the upgrade is not met by the current installation. A blocker is detected when Unite identifies that certain requirements for the upgrade are not fulfilled. If this happens, the user will receive a notification stating that the update cannot be installed and will be prompted to contact support for assistance. It's crucial to note that, like any other cloud-based solution, Unite 24.1 requires a stable internet connection to fully utilize the benefits of cloud storage and to ensure uninterrupted access to app licenses in the cloud. A poor internet connection can potentially hinder the installation process. Starting from Unite 24.1, the country setting will be automatically taken from the user's 3Shape account company. It will no longer be possible to manually select the country during the installation of a new device. If the country selection in Unite does not match with the country in the user's 3Shape account company, upgrading to Unite 24.1 will not be possible. Unite 24.1 will introduce blockers that prevent users from upgrading until resolved. During this time, users will remain on Unite 23.1 and will be instructed to contact support for assistance. Examples of blockers include country mismatch. If the country selected in Unite differs from the country in the user's account, upgrading will be blocked. The solution is to correct the country in Unite from support mode in Unite 23.1. It's essential to do this carefully, as the country selection affects which updates are available based on regulatory requirements. If there are doubts, please contact 3Shape support. Unsupported Windows version. If a user attempts to install Unite 24.1 on a non-supported operating system, they will be blocked. The solution is for the user to upgrade to the correct Windows version. Please inform customers about the supported operating systems for Unite 24.1. Upgrade process on client system. All upgrades in a client-server setup must be triggered and started from the server PC where the dongle is located. Dongle migration is mandatory to operate Unite 24.1. In Step 5 of the upgrade process, the end user will be prompted to migrate licenses from the dongle to the cloud. The dongle connected to the system will be automatically detected, and the user will be prompted to migrate the licenses to the cloud by clicking on the Migrate button. This process may have various outcomes, which will be explored in the following segment. This slide depicts a successful dongle migration. The next step for this user is to proceed with the upgrade process to unlock all the benefits of Unite 24.1.
The software will help you move licenses for Trios and other apps in 3Shape Unite from your dongle into the cloud. The software will detect dongles connected to your device and list them on the screen. Select Move to migrate the licenses from these dongles to the cloud. Once done, you'll see them on the new Licenses page in the 3Shape Unite store. If your dongle has licenses for other 3Shape software, for example Dental System or Ortho System, they will remain on the dongle.
The first slide depicts the result of a dongle migration where the dongle contains a mix of licenses for Unite apps and other 3Shape software, such as Dental System. As a result, some licenses will remain on the dongle and the user will see a partially migrated result. In this scenario, the user can continue using Unite apps for which they have licenses, and the dongle should be kept inserted into a PC where relevant 3Shape software is installed. The second image illustrates a scenario where the dongle has already been migrated to the current company. In this case, the user will still be able to use Unite apps for which they have licenses, but may be confused by this message. To clarify, we can inform the end user that the licenses have already been migrated to the company and they can use Unite 24.1 without any issues. The first image depicts a scenario where the dongle has been migrated to another company. In this case, the user will not be able to transfer the licenses from this dongle and gain access to the apps in Unite. If this is the only dongle they have to transfer, it halts production. The user will be prompted to contact support, providing the dongle ID and the customer company email, and to contact 3Shape support immediately. The second image illustrates a scenario where the dongle is not registered in the 3Shape ERP system, known as AX. The user will notice that the dongle serial number is unknown, indicating that the dongle does not have any valid contract within the 3Shape finance system. This is also a production stop. The user will be instructed to contact support and provide the dongle ID and company information. If there is evidence of the customer's contract, it should be included in the opening email to contact 3Shape support, as this contract needs to be legalized within the 3Shape finance system. This scenario illustrates when something goes wrong during the migration process, and Unite cannot read the dongle information. As a result, users cannot transfer licenses from this dongle and gain access to the apps requiring these licenses due to various technical issues: missing internet connection, failure to connect to the cloud license server. The dongle service stops running on the local computer. Or simply, the dongle drivers stop working. To address this issue, users should first investigate why it's not possible to read the dongle. They should check the internet connection, unplug and replug the dongle to the laptop, and retry the dongle migration. If the issue persists, they should contact 3Shape support immediately. Now, let's explore the different scenarios for pure cloud licenses. Pure cloud licenses are licenses that were never stored on a dongle and must be activated via an activation code. This activation code will be included in the Trios box, and the user will need to enter this code when prompted to activate licenses upon software startup or from the new license page available in the Unite store. This image depicts a successful activation. The first image depicts a scenario where a code has already been used by another company. Users cannot activate the licenses included in the subscription, thus preventing access to the associated apps. If this is the first and only code they have, it halts production. The user is instructed to contact support and provide the subscription ID to resolve the issue. The second picture illustrates when the activation code was used by another member of the same company. In this case, the user will be able to use Unite 24.1 with all the licenses and features. The activation code entered is incorrect, preventing the user from activating the licenses and proceeding with work in Unite. The user is advised to retry, and if the issue persists, they are instructed to contact support. They should provide the subscription ID when contacting 3Shape support. The second picture illustrates when a user attempts to enter the incorrect code multiple times. In this scenario, the user is instructed to wait and try again. If the issue persists and the user contacts support, assistance should be provided to enter the correct code. If the code is missing, the user should contact 3Shape support for further assistance. During the installation of Unite 24.1, we may encounter scenarios where users have dongles with a mix of Unite and Lab applications, as previously discussed. In such cases, Unite app licenses, such as Trios engagement apps and Studio apps, will be transferred from the dongle to the cloud and will be displayed on the new license page in the Unite store. However, software licenses for applications such as Dental System, Ortho System, and Audio will remain on the dongle and will not be displayed on the new license page in the Unite store. These licenses can still be viewed on the dongle overview pages in the respective 3Shape software. The new license page available in Unite store offers a comprehensive overview of license statuses for both users and support teams. It includes the following information: license name. We have transitioned from module licenses to product licenses. For example, Implant Studio provides access to apps such as Implant Studio Guide and Implant Studio Planner. Apps and features. This section specifies the apps and features accessible with the license. For instance, a license named Studio grants access to Implant Studio Guide and Implant Studio Planner. Subscription ID. Each license is associated with a subscription ID which can be expanded to view the corresponding dongle. Seats. The total number of seats on the license versus the number of seats allocated for that specific license. Saves. This column indicates the number of saved licenses available. It is visible only for licenses with limited availability. Activation code. Clicking here opens a screen to enter another activation code with the option to switch to download migration. E-commerce platform. This option opens the e-commerce platform for direct customers, allowing them to manage their subscriptions. Offline mode. Cloud licenses in 3Shape Unite 24.1 will offer a certain level of offline tolerance. The following scheme illustrates how it will function. When a user goes offline, only licenses with Save Limited Access will not function. The user cannot utilize a save while offline if they have a Save Limited license. Additionally, cases scanned during this offline period will not synchronize with the cloud. After 10 consecutive days offline, no licenses will be accessible. For instance, activities such as scanning, design, and outputs like sending to the lab and CAM exports will not be feasible. The user will need to reconnect online to resume using the licenses. With cloud licenses, new methods for managing customer licenses will be introduced. While the current Site Connection admin functionality serves its purpose, some functionalities will not be available with cloud licenses. Let's examine how functionalities available within the Connection admin will operate with cloud licenses. Temporary extensions. Temporary extensions can be requested only once from resellers and partners via the e-commerce portal. Further requests for license extensions will need to be made through customer support at 3Shape. Trial licenses. After a subscription is moved into the cloud, it will not be possible to add trial licenses in the Site Connection administration. Trials for cloud-based customers can be requested from 3Shape Sales by sending an email to sales@3shape.com. Restricted connections and options. 3Shape Unite 24.1 transforms into a fully open system, eliminating options restricting user connections to other labs and clinics or controlling possibilities to export files in certain formats. For example, STL and ART are no longer applicable. Options necessary for specific workflows, such as implant libraries, will remain available in 3Shape Unite 24.1, but they will no longer be utilized from the dongle once migrated into the cloud. Adding customer information. Resellers will have visibility of all their customers' company information and subscriptions owned through the e-commerce portal. If a reseller solely uses the Site Connection admin without the e-commerce portal, they can export data from the Site Connection admin and import it into the e-commerce portal. Grouping users. Dongle profiles are no longer relevant for cloud subscriptions since there is no dongle involved. Currently, the e-commerce portal does not support any custom grouping of users and subscriptions. Unite 24.1 will introduce a new series of icons to help end users understand the current status of each device and case in comparison with the cloud storage service. 3Shape Cloud Storage employs a peer-to-peer storage engine with built-in support for local indexing and search functionalities for stored data. To ensure data security, 3Shape employs robust encryption algorithms that encrypt customer data at the client's application side. This means that data is encrypted before transmission to the cloud storage, rendering it unreadable without the decryption key. Even in the event of a breach in the cloud storage, the encrypted data remains secure. Each device that synchronizes with a 3Shape account company is provided with a separate decryption key. Access to the information is exclusively through 3Shape account authentication, ensuring secure access control.
Once the 24.1 version is downloaded and ready to be installed, a notification will be displayed in the software. Select the notification to be moved to 3Shape Unite Store, where you can start the installation. This update might take over an hour, so make sure you don't have any patients booked and don't need to use your Trios. During the update, we will back up your local data. If there's not enough free space in the default backup location, the software will ask you to select another one. Once the update is finished, you'll get a sneak peek of the new features in 3Shape Unite 24.1, Cloud Storage and Cloud License, that allows you to securely access your Trios, patient data, and app licenses from any device, anywhere. Your 3Shape account company admin must be the first person to log into the updated 3Shape Unite. The company admin has to accept the cloud storage user consent, deciding whether to synchronize Unite data with the cloud or remain on local storage.
Cloud Storage Multi-Device, New Peer-to-Peer Architecture. With the introduction of 3Shape Unite 24.1, client-server installations will become obsolete. Instead, each device running the software becomes a self-sufficient peer within the 3Shape account company. Moreover, any device can be configured as local storage, effectively imitating server-side functionality if required. Immediate data sync between devices. Data generated by members of the same 3Shape account company is promptly synchronized across all devices, whether through cloud storage or locally. This eliminates the need for workarounds like case export-import or sending via 3Shape Communicate between clinic devices. Now, any case can be made available locally on any device. In Unite 24.1, if you wish to install it on a different device, similar to the old client installation method, upon completion of the upgrade, you will be prompted to log in with the credentials of your 3Shape account associated with the same company. This action will automatically synchronize the subscriptions, cases, patients, and settings present within that company. Cloud Storage Multi-Device Details.
Set up the storage preferences, go to 3Shape Unite Settings page under More, Storage Management. Once you've consented to cloud storage, it will be reflected on the settings page. If you prefer to keep your data on local storage, you can disable cloud storage at any time. There is a progress bar showing the available cloud storage that can be seen below the Sync with Cloud Storage option. Trios Care and Trios Only subscriptions have different storage limits available. For details, consult your 3Shape representative. If you've chosen to remain on the local storage, you may utilize the local network-related settings that can be found in the Advanced Storage Settings menu. Select it to unfold the drop-down. To continue storing data locally, you can configure an existing server PC and/or any other PC to function as a local storage hub, with the Use this device as local storage option. Keep it turned on at all times to allow other devices to sync to it. In case you have several devices set up for local storage, you can assign one of them as your primary storage, so all data synchronization is managed through it. You can manually back up your 3Shape Unite data to an external hard disk or USB using the Export Data to the Drive option. You can find it on the Backup and Offload Data page. If you're using cloud storage, a copy is stored online. To start the export, select the location for the backup file. The software will notify you about completion or of any additional steps required. If you buy a new device or experience any issues with the current one, you can always import your backed up data using the Import Data option. 3Shape Unite will automatically synchronize it with your device data. To stop using a device and permanently remove it from the network, first make sure its data is synchronized with the cloud or other online devices in the network. Then use the Stop Using This Device option.
Similar to other cloud-based solutions, Unite 24.1 requires a stable internet connection at all times to fully leverage the benefits of cloud storage and cloud licenses. What happens when users go offline? When a user goes offline, only local data is available on their device, and any new changes made to it do not sync with the cloud, akin to the situation before Unite 24.1. In practical terms, if a user wishes to work in full offline mode, such as on a plane, there will be no synchronization with the cloud. Any necessary data, like cases from other devices, must be pre-downloaded. Furthermore, when the device reconnects to the internet and syncs with the cloud, the software may guide users in resolving conflicts that arise. These conflicts occur when another device has worked on the same case and push data that conflicts with the user's version. In addition to cloud and local storage settings, you have the option to manually back up your Unite data to an external hard disk or USB stick using the Backup to a Drive feature. To initiate the process, select a location for the backup file and enable Activate Backup Syncing. The software will provide notifications regarding the backup status. This option is particularly useful for individuals who prefer to store their data in personalized or external locations, such as external hard drives. It allows users to create a security copy manually, requiring activation by an admin user within Unite. Unite 24.1 offers the capability to reset a company, allowing users to start afresh with a new database. This action entails the removal of all content from the software, including connections, cases, patients, and settings. To initiate this process, an admin user must activate it, both in Windows and within Unite. It's important to note that while this option clears all local data on the device, any information synchronized with cloud storage remains unaffected. Unite 24.1 offers the option to uninstall the software for troubleshooting purposes, similar to previous versions. There are two uninstall options available. Application only. This option removes only the application files without affecting the database. Full uninstall. This option removes all application files and the database. It's important to note that for setups utilizing local storage only, a backup must be created beforehand. Similar to the company reset option, all data synchronized with the cloud storage service will remain unaffected and accessible if the same company is synchronized with the device from which the uninstallation occurred. In Unite 24.1, users may encounter conflicting scenarios such as case conflicts. These arise when there are multiple versions of a patient's case and conflicting changes or edits have been made by different users. Users will be prompted to review the case and choose which version they want to continue working with. Settings conflicts. These arise in a multi-device scenario when different devices registered to the same 3Shape account company have different sets of settings. As settings are managed at the company level, they are synchronized across all devices linked to that company. The software will prompt the user to choose which settings to retain. Locking by username on PC device. When a user is actively using a module on Unite 3, another user attempting to access the same module will find it locked. The first user must either leave the page or log out to unlock the module for others to use. To streamline your workflow and organize duplicated patient records, you can consolidate scans and cases under a single patient profile. Simply click on the three dots next to a case, select Move to Patient, and choose the correct patient. After transferring all relevant cases, 3Shape Unite will prompt you to delete the now empty patient profile if desired. 3Shape e-commerce platform provides a comprehensive overview of all 3Shape dongles and subscriptions. It enables you to manage subscription renewals, purchase CAD points, initiate dongle transfers, and view invoicing history. In addition to tracking account names, users can also monitor the cloud status of each subscription, indicating whether it exists in the cloud or not. For subscriptions that transition from a dongle to the cloud, users can still view the dongle number. Subscriptions originally in the cloud, never associated with a dongle. Subscriptions previously on a dongle but fully migrated to the cloud upon Unite 24.1 upgrade. Subscriptions partially on a dongle, with some components moved to the cloud, for example Trios and other Unite applications. Furthermore, users have the flexibility to customize columns and utilize filters in the subscription overview. Other changes include: designate a subscription to be used by another company. Subscription designation is a new feature for Cloud License, as equivalent to simply handing over a dongle now that the licenses are not on a physical holder anymore. Designation does not equal changing ownership of a subscription. It only means giving access to licenses included in the subscription to another company. Change of subscription ownership can only be requested from the 3Shape sales team. sales@3shape.com. A reseller can't designate a subscription owned by a clinic or lab. Only the lab or clinic itself can do it. It can also be done by 3Shape support or sales teams on behalf of the subscription owner. A reseller can only designate those subscriptions that are owned by the reseller company. In the overview of a particular subscription, it's easy to see who is the owner and who is designated as a user of that subscription. Request temporary extension for subscriptions. In the overview of a particular subscription, a 14-day extension request can be done on the e-commerce portal in case the subscription renewal payment needs more time to be processed. It can be only done as a one-time extension, and if it is necessary to have another one, contact support@3shape.com.